Hi everyone! For this first fall decoration idea, you want to cut a foam pumpkin in half, and if there's a line on the pumpkin, you can use the line as a guide. Then if you want, you can paint it a different color. I painted mine a lighter orange. Now when the paint is dry, you want to trace the back of a picture frame onto a piece of cardstock or scrapbook paper and cut off the excess. Then you want to place the paper in the frame without the glass. When you're done, you want to glue the back of the pumpkin on the paper with hot glue. Then you want to glue some flowers, leaves, or whatever you would like on the top of the pumpkin. Once you like how your pumpkin looks, you're done making a framed pumpkin. Now to make this next DIY, you want to paint a wooden crate any color that you would like. Then once it's dry, you want to glue the end of a piece of twine inside of the crate. And then you want to wrap the twine around the crate as many times as you would like. When you're done wrapping the twine, you can cut the twine and glue it on the inside. Then you can make a bow out of twine and glue it onto the twine that's on the crate. Now when you're done with the twine, you want to write a word on each plank that's on the longest side of the crate with a pencil. And then you want to go over it with a paint marker or with paint. I wrote the words pie, apple, and pumpkin on mine. When you're done, you can cut down a flower pick or something else and glue it onto the top of the crate. Now once the glue is dry, you're done making a faux book stack. For this third DIY, you want to start out by painting a wooden plank any color that you would like. Now once the paint is dry, you want to write whatever you would like with a pencil. And then you want to go over it with a paint marker or with paint. Then you want to cut down 2 bunches of flowers, but make sure you don't cut off too much because you still want them stuck together. When you're done cutting the flowers, you want to bend the flowers to the shape of the outer ring of a bicycle wheel wreath form. And you also want to lay out how you want everything to look when your wreath is done. Then you want to glue on the flowers with hot glue, or you can use something else. Then you want to glue a bow on the top of the flowers, and you also want to glue on the plank. I do recommend hanging this up before gluing on the plank, because the weight of the flowers may change the position of the wreath. Once you like how it looks, you can add some extra glue on the back of the wreath, and then you're done making a fall bicycle wheel wreath. Now for this last DIY, you want to find a wooden stacked pumpkin wall decoration like this, or you can make one yourself and paint it any color that you want. When you're done painting the pumpkins, you want to paint a wooden plank. Once the paint is dry on the pumpkins, you want to glue some stuff in between each pumpkin like moss, flowers, and leaves. When you're done gluing everything on, you want to mark where you want the stacked pumpkins to stand on the plank with a pencil. Then you want to glue the stacked pumpkins on the plank in a standing position with hot glue or with something else, and you will need to hold it up until it dries. Also, before you go on to the next step, make sure you put enough glue on both sides of the pumpkins. And if you're worried about it leaning, you can add some wooden cubes on the back, or you can glue on some rocks. Once the glue is dry, you can glue down some moss or whatever you would like. The last things you can do is that you can glue on a bow that's made out of a piece of twine next to the stem. And if you have a hole where you can hang it up, you can cover the back with a piece of paper and paint it. Once you like how your stacked pumpkins look, you're done. That's how you make these fall decoration ideas. In the comments down below, let me know which DIY is your favorite, and if you like this video, subscribe to see more videos. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!